Today we're going to be talking about how to write linear equations from 2 points. 2 points is kind of the basic amount of information you need to write an equation of a line. Last time I gave you the slope and a point, so this time we're going to have to find both of those things, which we can do because we've been working on the slope formula. So over here, I'm going to do I'm going to organize my work a little bit, and I'm going to find the slope, then I'm going to find the y-intercept, then I'm going to write the equation because those are the two things we need. So just a reminder, the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We should be very familiar with that. So for the slope, for m, I go ahead and set up my template because I like to have that subtraction. So y2 is 4. y1 is negative 3, second y minus the first y. Then, actually, let's just go ahead and label those. I should have done that to start with. Then over here, we do x2 minus x1, so second x minus first x. So see, I do have that double negative, so just be careful. That's why I like to go ahead and put the subtraction in the formula, but you heard me say that before. So we can use the calculator to help us, but I like kind of doing it by hand. 4 minus negative 3 is positive 7 because that turns into 4 plus 3. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And 7 divided by negative 1 is negative 7. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm hoping this doesn't smear, but I'm going to highlight that because that is half my equation. So then the y-intercept, the two things we need to find the y-intercept, we're going to use y equals mx plus b as our formula. We need the slope, which is negative 7. Then we need just one of the 2 points. So we get to have a little bit of personal choice here. I can find the y-intercept with that point or that point. And since this point has both positive numbers, I'm going to pick that one just because we tend to make fewer mistakes when we're working with positive numbers as compared to negative numbers. So now I have my m, which is my slope. I have an x value and a y value, so I can very easily find my y-intercept. That's what we've been working on. So y equals mx plus b. My y value that I chose is 4. The slope that I just calculated is negative 7, so you need to be very careful when you calculate your slope. Then I'm going to plug in my x value of 1. That lets me find my y-intercept. So multiply negative 7 times 1, which is negative 7. Opposite of a negative 7 will be to add 7 to both sides. So my y-intercept is 11. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. So those are my two things I need for my equation. So these 2 point values helped me find those, but for my final equation, I don't have to plug any of those numbers in, just the negative 7 and 11. So y equals mx plus b. That is my final equation of a line. I could graph that on a coordinate plane and make sure it passed through those 2 points.